everyone, and welcome back. This is Dirty Soap Company, also known as DSC Tally, which is just the abbreviations for the word Dirty Soap Company. We're back here to do our cut on the loaf that we made the other day, our easy bar. It has set and it is ready to be cut. As I said, for video purposes, I did this one in a small loaf. Normally when I'm making soap, I make the really big 25-pound loaves at a time. So let's go ahead and get started. And while we're doing this, we're just going to talk about a few things. Maybe, okay, let's talk about having a soap business today. I'm actually going to do a whole separate video on how to start your own soap business and what you need to do to get started. But normally when I'm cutting bars, instead of playing music, I like to converse a little bit and speak about things that can be essential or of importance to others. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this out the loaf. And very hard, it has been set. I'm going to take this off, turn it upside down, and it should come out just that easy. Okay, this soap cutter that I have was handmade from this guy that makes soap makers. Okay, soap cutters. So you see the color of this, it is really dark. You know, I was telling you that it would be dark, and a lot of that comes from the insulation of it. Therefore the top is light and the bottom is dark. Okay, so starting your soap business, you want to be very definite about where you're going. Some people just dive right in and get started making soap and say, oh, I want to make a business out of this. However, planning works best. And it doesn't take a long time to plan. You can actually do like an hour every night. One of the things that you want to decide upon is what size your bars are going to be. Everyone has a certain size that they like. I have custom made soap boxes. And the guy that makes my boxes, I gave him a measurement for my soap. And they fit perfectly in the boxes. So I'll actually run and go grab a box after I finish cutting and show you how it fits down in there. So because I know the precise measurements of this bar of soap, this soap cutter here, I like it because it is a loaf cutter, but it is also a bar cutter. And I don't like the ones that you pull down because on that, they have decided what size, the company has decided what size they want my soap bars to be. So I have no choice but to go with that. I like something that is an individual cutter because I don't cut all my bars the same size. I try to keep all my bars the same price. So in doing so, I have to cut some of them different dimensions because some bars are more expensive than others. So because some bars are more expensive than others, you will notice that my soap has various shapes. Some of them are little small cubes. The ones with the cubes, a lot of time I'll stick a rope in them and do soap on the rope. Okay, so let's get started on this right here. And that was just an FYI for starting your own soap business. One of the things that you want to write down is going to be the dimensions of your soap. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a little end piece. Set that aside. And this soap cutter comes with measurements at the bottom, so I know exactly how many inches I'm cutting. Yeah. And like I said, I like being able to decide what size I want my bars to be. I don't like preset sizes. I put a lot of heart and soul into my product, a lot of love, and you know, the quality of it and everything is also factored in. So let's see if we can get that little corner right there off. Yep, success. Okay, just shriveled a little bit, but we got it. Okay, so this soap is even going to get a tad bit darker because now that I'm cutting it, the inner part of it is being exposed and that part wasn't exposed before. So although that is dark, it is still going to get darker. Smell that honey. Oh goodness, that smells so good. Okay, so this is normally the way I cut my soap. And that is a bar. when I finish cutting my soap, I always polish them so that they look, and when I polish them, I only use water, you know. I don't use any chemicals or anything to polish my bars, but it makes them look outstandingly well. Yeah, this is a nice cutter. This is one of my favorite. He's been selling these cutters for quite some time now. I haven't looked them up recently, but I think I need to go on there and see if he's still selling cutters. If so, I need to buy another one because I've had this one for many, many years, and you know, it is just proven to be outstanding, and I would really love to have another one. It's very easy, and like I said, there's a ruler down here that shows me the markings of what size I'm cutting. So this is a pattern that I've come up with for cutting my soaps. When I figure out my recipes, I have a program, a free program that I use, and it helps me calculate my costs on any product that I make. Whether I'm making soap or facial creams or whatever, I can put the ingredients in there. It even allows for me to do my overhead, like my rental space and everything else. I can incorporate all that in there. Got to be creative when putting it in there. But yeah, so when I set my prices for my product, I am giving a true price per the cost of my ingredients, my time, my everything is incorporated. It helps with my bookkeeping. It helps me with understanding, you know, how much to charge per bar. So there we have it. We have 10 bars that have been cut. So with these bars, I will shave the sides of each one of them. I will polish them up, let them sit up and cure. And then once they cure, I will put them in a soap box. Okay, let me grab a soap box so I can show you what my soap boxes look like and how well my bars fit into there. These are all pieces that I cut off the side. So each one of these are equivalent to a half bar. And a lot of times when I go to the market, what I'll do is I'll put a half bar of this up and a half bar of something else. So I have like a whole section with nothing but half bars. And if you want, instead of buying one whole bar like this, you can actually buy 2 half bars. Like you can buy a half bar of Easy and a half bar of Lavender. It still costs the same price as 1 bar, but you've got 2 cents. So a lot of people like my mix and match where you can get 1/2 of this and 1/2 of that. So it affords them the ability to have more than 1 cent. And people like to try different things. These little end butt pieces right here, normally what I do with them is kind of like just cut them in half and band them together and give them out as free samples. When I'm mailing product to people or things, I always put free samples in there for everyone to try. Because, you know, seeing it online is one thing, but when you actually get to smell it and touch it and feel and try it out, it's a different thing. And it also helps boost your sales. But, you know, I believe that in order to receive, you got to get. I mean, in order to get, you got to give. And I'm a giver by nature. My children used to tell me, they said, Mom, you're never going to have anything because you give everything away. However, that's why I have everything, because I'm a giver by nature. So whenever you order product from me, you will always get free samples in there of different things. And I get pretty good size samples, you know, because I want you to be able to try it more than one time. You can't really get a feel for it if you're only trying it one time. This bar right here smells so good. And it's pretty. I got to shave the edges of it. It's still curing. Throughout its curing, it will get darker and darker and darker. So that is a picture of our Easy Bar. And let me grab a soap box so I can show you. Okay, I'm back, and these are what my soap boxes look like. The company that does my boxes, they're really, really good. So this is one of my boxes. And just take the bar, fits down in there perfectly, and there you have it. So now we have 10 bars for sale. We have 5 half bars, and we have samples. Thank you for watching our soap cutting video, and let's make another batch of soap tomorrow. Have a good day. And thank you for watching Dirty Soap Company.